Remix. 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 Remix.
This is the time when Ear Doctor's supposed to come on with some music and be like, oh, yeah. But the Ear Doctor ain't here. It's just me and my big old glasses. So this is my third remix Monday morning. How y'all doing? Good morning. I think I'm all right. I kind of got it together in terms of me personally. I ain't got it together for the show. Amber is not here this week, or she's not here today. She's got a doctor's appointment. And it looks like Zen is probably going to join us later on, but ain't nobody else going to be here. We ain't got nobody to do the music. Oh, man. I told you, man. Black Liberation Media, they just throw you to the wolves over here, man. Just here. So I'm here and got a list of things I want to talk about. But yeah, ain't got no boom bap for the breakfast. I mean, it's just they doing your girl wrong. Just know they doing your girl wrong. No beatbox, no nothing. It's not funny. It's not funny. Ear Doctor is a surgeon, and I am in need of his surgicality right now. So, but anyway, peace, good morning. How y'all doing? Monday morning, y'all. Monday morning. Monday is actually my day. So I'm cool. I'm actually cool. But I know a lot of y'all don't really like to get up on a Monday, first day of the week. You've been doing your thing over the weekend. You're like, oh, man. So, shake the tambourine. I know that's right. Yeah, man. Amber had a long-standing, not long-standing, but she had to do a doctor's appointment. And you know how it go with healthcare. When you get that appointment, you get up in there. So she had to get up in there. No, some people actually hate Monday. And you're right. They should hate capitalism. I like Monday. Monday is my day. But what else can you say? So it was a couple of things I wanted to get into today. But I'm having difficulty pulling up my very own Instagram. Oh, hold on. Let me see real quick. What's this? I had some great takes on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is where I do all my ranting and my raving. So, pretending. Yeah, hey, wow. What's up? Good morning. You hate Fridays. You hate Thursdays. They're pretending Fridays. Yeah, them pretendians. When I see that word, it triggers me. But at any rate, yeah, in addition to the Oscars, I had a couple of things I wanted to look into. And it looks like I'm going to be able to bring them up. It looks like I'll be able to bring them up over on Instagram. But Instagram acting real stank right about now. Well, it ain't right about now. They've been acting stank, so, Oh, I'll get to that in a minute. So let me check my list real quick. Okay, I'll come back to that too. But before I go into some of these stories, let me greet y'all. Old Greece. Yeah. That's an interesting name. You know what? I didn't watch. Well, I started it. I didn't finish it. After all of the analyses and the takes that y'all had on one battle after another, I was like, but then I was like, okay, I got to see it for myself. I can't just go off what other people say. 16 minutes, because I was looking at the time when I stopped it. After 16 minutes, I was like, I can't do this. So, after all of the takes which talked about the horrific representation of Black women, I said, it can't be that bad, can it? 16 minutes, that was as far as I got. So, the only thing that I can say about One Battle After Another, this film, which most of the people that I respect trashed because of the denigration of Black women, this film won Best Picture. What else do you need to say about that? What else needs to be said? The only other surprise for me was, because again, there were so many analyses, so much trashing of the film, and I'd have to go look it up, but I don't remember what else Paul Thomas Anderson directed. So sometimes I just see a movie, for entertainment purposes. I'm not looking to analyze, and I don't even know who the director is. I don't remember what else Paul Thomas Anderson has directed. So last night as I'm watching, I kept wondering, why is Maya Rupert sitting next to him? That was when I found out that that's her dude. So this is your girl. This is your dude. And this is what he did. Yeah, that was wild for me last night. I couldn't, yeah, I couldn't. But we're going to talk about some other stuff in a moment. Hold on. Autistic Black Woman Chronicles. You just watched my interview on Millennium. Well, which interview? I think I've done a couple. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I was thinking back. Have I ever walked out on a movie? I don't think I have ever walked out on a movie. I don't remember. I was angry watching Color Purple when it first came out, but I didn't walk out. I do remember I started to walk out on Last King of Scotland with Forrest Whitaker. I started to walk out of that movie, but I stayed. Other than that, no, Hollywood Shuffle, because I didn't know, I didn't know. So I'm sitting there like, what the? I started to get up and leave, and then I realized, oh, this is a parody. Okay, because but other than that, it's been I don't think I've ever walked out of a movie. Now, watching movies in the comfort of my home, it's plenty I done turned off. One Battle After Another is a perfect example. But yeah, say it was an awful movie. I can believe it. 16 minutes sounds like too much. Fortunately, I didn't have to watch that to analyze it because so many of y'all did such a wonderful job analyzing it. I was like, I'm not watching this. You made it to around 20 minutes. That's about right. I saw somebody else said 15 minutes. Yeah, for some of us, that was all we could give it. So if you watched it all the way through to analyze it, BLM, Black Liberation Media Crew, Brooke Obie, that's her job. Salute, more power to y'all. You took one for the team. I couldn't do it. Well, now, Ashy Knuckles or Shirley, I am a proponent of seeing things for yourself. But I do understand if you want to take some folks who you respect word for it. I do understand that. But then again, somebody else said that they were mad that they had given so much time to that movie. All right, do your own thing then. Do what you want to do. Was that Paul Thomas Anderson who said that? Wasn't it somebody at a film festival? Is that who that was? Yeah. You state the current state of affairs, the state of politics, and then you go do a movie like this. Come on, man. Is it start to say Maya Rupert? Yeah, Maya Rudolph, as in Minnie Riperton's baby girl. Yes, Paul Thomas Anderson is her dude. She is his girl. And it looks like they've been together for a while. I was like, wow. Because again, I only made it in 16 minutes. I only made it to 16 minutes worth. But people I trust are like, this film is horrific to black women. I'm like, really? You with this dude? And you with a sister? Wow. Okay. Don't understand it, but I ain't gonna worry about it. Your family made you walk out on Don't Be a Menace was I'm not gonna say it's rough. It was a lot, but it was also Wayans. I thought that shit was hilarious because I'm from LA. But yeah, well, okay. It made you walk out. Hopefully you went back later and saw the film without your family, but yeah. Hollywood Shuffle was hilarious to me. I forget what's that man's name. I done forgot Minnie Riperton's husband's name, but I don't see his Ashkenaz. I wouldn't be surprised if he was Jewish. I just know he's a white man. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, probably the first 20 was hard to get through. I didn't make it to 20. I made it to 16. You shouldn't have went to see it. My friend kept saying I should because he wanted to discuss it. The shit is terrible. Well, did y'all discuss it? What do you say about it? You should have walked out of Iron Man 3. I've never been. We're going to have a discussion one day about Marvel and DC. I've never been a fan of. I was a fan of comic books when I was a child. And no shade to y'all who are adults. After childhood, in terms of my journalism, the beats I covered, I never had to deal with Comic-Con or anything like that. None of the folks that I was running with, politically or socially, ever said anything about comics. I had no idea there was a DC universe, a Marvel universe that they was beefing. I had no idea about that. So other than Christopher Reeve's Superman, and I was young when that came out, all these Marvel, Black Panther may have been the only Black Panther, and then on HBO Watchmen. I didn't even know Watchmen was part of the universe. I don't do Marvel. I don't do DC. Not like these other folks are. I don't do these things. So never been to see no Iron Man. Never seen any of these Superman's. I think I watched the Batman's. I remember the Batman's with Heath Ledger as the Joker. But for the most part, yeah, so I walked out on Iron Man 3. I ain't seen Iron Man. I ain't seen Iron Man 2. I didn't see, even though Samuel Jackson was in some of those and Black Panther was in some of those. The one with was the Infinity Gauntlet thing, Doohickey? Yeah, I have, yeah. If I'm not catching it as a clip coming through my social media in terms of DC and Marvel, I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it. Absolutely not trapping yourself And we, hey, I don't, like I said, I don't blame you. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe I'm putting more into Maya Rupert than I should. I don't get it. So, all right, fine, whatever. What did I see in that 16 minutes? Uh, just the whole interaction between Tiana and Sean Penn. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not. I'm not doing that part. Did you catch what was it? Conan's joke about Sean Penn had an erection at gunpoint, and then somebody said, "Hey, let's put that in a film." Woo! Okay. Yeah, that. Yeah. After that, I was like, I'm not doing that. Color Purple. Are you talking about the original one? Probably. Yeah, that original one was rough. I remember I hate watching it when I first saw it. So I had to grow up and become an adult and then watch it because Danny Glover was on my list for years. 4 years. I was like, he ain't had to take that role. He ain't had to play that role that good, you know. But like I said, um, superheroes, they fight to save America. There's your first clue right there. Captain America? Come on, man. Yeah, no. Ooh, I don't know if I can. This whole show is gonna be me responding to y'all comments. Uh, Michael Keaton was the best Batman who didn't have personal trainer in his contract. That is hilarious. Yeah, I don't. Who was that? The one was the original suit? Not original. It was original for me. The Superman with Christopher Reeve. Is that the one where um, Terrence Stamp was Zod? I think so. Then yeah, that's all I remember. Zod. Oh God, no, Zod. That's all I remember. So I don't believe I watched any other Superman's. Did I watch Spider Man when it first came out? Was it Toby somebody? I don't know. Yeah, so those Superman 2 was with Zod. Okay, well then I saw Superman 2. It was still that was still a millennium ago. It was still eons ago. So that ought to let you know something right there. Yeah. Uh, I did see Batman with Mike. No, I saw the Batman with not in the theater. I mean, when it came was streaming, so that lets you know it came out much later than that I saw it much later that it actually came out. I saw the Batman with, was it Christian Bale, Harvey, Two Face, Harvey, whatever the dude's name was. No, that was Heath Ledger. I guess that was that was Heath Ledger. And who else? I saw the one with Jack Nicholson. I don't remember the one with Riddler. What's his name? Jim Carrey playing the Riddler. So I probably didn't see that one. Clooney Batman. I don't think I saw that one. I don't think I saw. Oh God. Yeah. So anyway, Couple of things that I want to get. It's so much I need to get to, but I can't get into my Instagram account because that's where I be scanning. I usually use my phone and here on my desktop when I'm broadcasting with y'all. For whatever reason, it's locked me out of my Instagram. But since we're on the subject of the Oscars, the Hind Rajab film, which I have not seen it. It was up for international best international documentary feature. I have not seen it, but I wish it had won because when films are up for Oscar consideration, a lot of folks are like, "Ooh, let me go see this film because it's nominated for an Oscar." And then afterwards, folks are like, "Ooh, this won an Oscar. Let me go see it." I want that for that film, even though I haven't seen it. I think everyone needs to see that film, even though I haven't seen it, because everyone needs to know what Israel did to that 5-year-old baby, what Israel is doing to a lot of 5-year-old babies, what Israel is doing to a lot of men, women, and children. But this 5-year-old baby in a car that's already been decimated on the cell phone, waiting for the Red Crescent to come save her. And then they get there and they are all slaughtered by Israel. A 5-year-old child on the phone talking. Monstrous is not a strong enough word. Horrific is not a strong enough word. The world, if because Israel has systematically targeted and murdered journalists, primarily for Al Jazeera, murdered them for reporting what's happening in Gaza. Because they have systematically murdered them, the world is not getting as much of the on the ground reporting as they had been. People need to know what they did. People need to know what they are doing. They need to know what Israel did to this 5-year-old baby, vulnerable, cowering in a car. There's I don't remember if y'all got to forgive me, memory be, I don't know if it probably wasn't the actual car, but somewhere they did an art installation where they recreated the car and it had all of the bullet holes, hundreds of bullet holes that were shot into this car while this baby is cowering in the back seat on the floor of the back seat, waiting for someone to come rescue her. And they came to rescue her. Members of the Red Cross, the EMTs, the ambulance, and they were all slaughtered. So I got to see that film, The Voice of Hein Rajab. Y'all need to see that film, The Voice of Hein Rajab. Tell people to see that film, The Voice of Hein Rajab. And yeah, we probably gonna cry about it. Just cover your eyes, or at least turn it on and go into another part of the room so that they will know that it's been watched. But yeah. Y'all still talking about Batman? Right. I mean, well, at this juncture, I refuse to believe people don't know what's happening in Palestine. They either aren't paying attention to anything or know and have moved on anyway. I think that there are some pockets where people do not know and do not know, genuine ignorance. Now, we probably ain't hanging out with nobody like that. Ain't nobody in our circle. But there's some genuine ignorance out there. And social media contributes to it. It's some people who genuinely don't know or don't know all of the horrors, don't know the depth, the level of the horrors, don't know where to go to get good info. It might not be part of their algorithm, And notice I said algorithm. I ain't said nothing about the news. Who watches news anymore, right? Even though I utilize the social media accounts of news sites, CBS, ABC, CNN, all of them are available on YouTube. All of them are available on Instagram, but I'm a news person, so I would know to look for them over there. Yeah, the voice of Hind, Rajab, Rajab. I haven't seen the film. I need to see the film, but I know all of us need to see the film also because that was just horrible. Please don't see the film Voice of Hind Rajab. Wait a minute, why is that? Oh, now you come in. Bruh. Where you at, man? Where you at? Hold on, real quick. I just saw somebody said Al Jazeera ear doctor. Are you here? Somebody said Al Jazeera. Hey,
Hey, what's good?
did I talk about you too? Did I talk you into being?
No, I was trying to find out what's your Instagram so I could try to help you.
Hold on one second. I was looking for a comment. There it is. There's a documentary by Al Jazeera and a film called Hind Under Siege. Don't see the film Voice of Hind. Really? Don't see it? I need to know why now. I saw the original footage and heard her on the phone. Yeah, I heard her on the phone too. That's why I'm saying people need to hear this 5-year-old baby and see this film because they need to, again, just repeating myself, they need to know what Israel is doing. But come back. Where you at, Ear Doc?
I was
Ear
trying
Doctor,
to.
thank you for showing up. What's going on? What you got?
Hey, no, this is a little echo over side because you got both screens up. Hey, nothing. I was trying to get your Instagram so I can help you out a little bit.
Okay. No, I would need to be able to scroll to go through my actual timeline. But you could at least play something for us, right?
No,
Give us some interlude. You can't do no interlude.
Now I would. I can't write that.
All right, bro. We got to get this together for the peoples now. For the peoples.
Give me a second. I'm trying to hook it up.
Okie doke. They didn't even say Israel in the film. Really? Well, okay. I'm not trying to watch her death sensationalized. No, we don't want the death to be sensationalized, but you did a talk with Jared on Mix What I Like regarding Hind Rajab. Okay, well, I'm not trying to sensationalize. I don't want y'all to not watch something because you don't want to be triggered. But if there is something out there better that provides more context, that at least tells, like I said, lets the world know what happened to this child. Hey, I'm all for it. So check that out. Okay. I can check that out. All right. I'll do that. Yes, Ear Doctor is indisposed at the moment. For real, I need a producer, man. I need a producer. Mm-hmm. It doesn't address time. They use her as a prop and use it to reframe the situation as an accident, not a murder. You're lying. You're lying. You have to be lying. How do you shoot a car hundreds of times and how do you accidentally shoot a car hundreds of times? No, I refuse to believe that. No. An accident, not a murder? Really? Well, I told you I hadn't seen the film. But my original point stands, though, that this needs to be known what they did. You're saying that the world will not know what they did based on this film. Okay, I got you. I got you. I hear you on that one. Okay. Okay. Because Hind Under Siege or Eld. Okay. Got you. Got you. Got you. The same way George Floyd died from an overdose. Well, George Floyd died from an overdose, and is it Eric Garner? If he hadn't been so, fat, that chokehold wouldn't have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not doing that. So what happened? I agree, but not by this film. So what happened? They finger got stuck on the trigger and just kept pressing it until the car was shot up hundreds of times. These peoples are psychopathic, sociopathic, and humanity really we really need to remove these people from power, because humanity deserves better. Unless we don't believe humanity deserves better, because this is just, yeah. Okay, I don't know where your doctor went, but at any rate, and before I attempt to get to some of these news pieces, oh, he back. What you got? What you talking about?
Ain't none. I had something. I had the other channel up. I had the echo going. I was like, "What the hell is going on?" But it was the other channel, so I had to turn it off. But I was trying to help you pull up your stories on Instagram. That's why I came up. I was like, "Listen, I can't leave Caesar out there by herself."
Okay, well, all right, let me real quick.
Big up, everybody. Welcome out to the Remix Morning Show. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Go to patreon.com, become a member over there, get footage that's red, donate where? blkliberationmedia.org. Yes, you can show your love, share, go to the website and get you some merch and all that, and get fly for the summertime and spring. How was your weekend, Caesar?
Man, the weekend was cool. Word. I don't really remember what I did on Saturday, but Sunday, I was saying on Facebook that I didn't believe Sinners was going to win the major awards, but I was hoping to have been in like a Black Oscars watch party.
Yeah,
because I like the way that Black people. I just like seeing Black people enjoy themselves.
I had some friends that had a whole 50s type watch party for it.
Oh,
They dressed up and everything.
Okay,
I mean, the thing was, I don't think many movies could beat that one scene in Sinners where they took you back in time.
No.
But
it's just like last year with Kendrick in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The whole red, white, and blue is troubling. The whole Jay-Z NFL is troubling. But looking at the footage of Black people losing their minds over the shade against Drake and Serena Crip walking, just the pure joy that Black people were experiencing. I wanted to be there. I wanted to experience that when Michael and Ryan got their awards, because Black people was going to lose their minds at that point. And there were some clips of that of certain individuals, but to be in a room full of Black people, I wanted to experience that. I didn't get to experience it, but okay.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people get caught up in just the storyline and don't realize that it's a writer, it's cinematography, it's Michael B. Jordan playing two roles. I mean, they don't understand it's a lot more behind the movie than just what you feel about it, like politically or whatever. I'm like, it's more than that. I seen a lot that I don't see in other movies. And I was like, okay, this is different than all the other movies that's coming out, so why not get an award?
Well, it was original, it wasn't adapted.
Yes.
And folks, Ryan got a standing ovation.
Yeah.
When he got his award, just like Michael B. Jordan. So the work that they did, the work that they have been doing is important. And I think to just Some people are just hating on it just to hate.
Oh my goodness. And I
Some
can't.
people
I
are
wonder.
hating just to hate.
I'm ready to see when they want to do Mansa Musa. I want to see how they're gonna take that story on. So
Well,
yeah.
so sinners is a net positive.
Oh
A
man.
net positive. It depends on who you're talking to,
Yeah.
because you know
For
some
real.
folks are gonna hate it and find absolutely. That's the thing about me. You don't find nothing redeeming,
Nothing positive.
nothing that you can use. And by positive, I mean
Yeah.
you don't find nothing you can use to teach,
Mm.
nothing that you can use in furtherance,
Right.
nothing,
Right.
no thing.
It's
Wow.
like sometimes people just want you to put the movie they want you to put out. Well, if you want that, you gonna make a movie.
Go make a damn movie. We got the technology. There's people making movies on iPhones, man. I don't, but
Mhm.
I don't have any hot takes other than y'all didn't really think Delroy was gonna get the Oscar. Yes, he's got a body of work. Yes, he's been here forever.
So
Come on,
was
now.
it
He
wasn't
wouldn't
Mansa Musa a slave trader? Well, that's the thing. You got to do your research, and maybe you'll learn about it in the movie if you don't know. And that's the thing. It'll bring an idea out for you, like, and be like, okay, well, let me do the research now and see what really happened. Just putting it out there is giving you a way to go and do your own research. I mean, people just want it all. They don't even want to open up the candy. They just want the bar. They don't want to open up the wrapper. They just want the bar. Just saying, man. It's you gotta think for yourself sometimes. You can't let other people put thoughts in your head.
Hold on, what
And like you were saying, you gotta watch it your own self before you go off what other people say.
I'm sorry, I was looking at what were you responding to? I was looking at the other comments. What were you responding to here, Doctor?
Oh no, they was somebody said wasn't Mansa Musa a
Oh,
slave
okay.
trader though.
So, I don't really have a problem with looking at the past with
Hmm.
20th or 21st century eyes.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons why you study the past. Okay, what did we get wrong? What are
Hmm.
we not going to ever do again? You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
really have a problem with that. So, having said that, slavery is an old human institution.
Hmm.
Everybody partook of it. Does that mean that it was a good idea? No. And the
Hmm.
slavery that African people in this country underwent is probably the worst that was ever um, thought up. But
Yeah.
like I said, I don't have a problem looking back and saying that's the whole thing about Sankofa, right? Go back.
Yeah. Learn,
Just
but
go back and fetch it. But some things you don't need to fetch. Some things you need to leave behind.
all
So
right.
wasn't he a slave trader? He may have been. You
But I,
still
like
need to know about him.
like Leah Boggs said, I never heard that he was a slave trader. I just knew that he was one of the richest Africans ever. That's it.
Well,
And he just
yeah,
went
but
and
how
crossed
did
the
you get rich? How you get rich though? How did you
I
get
don't
rich?
know. I don't know. So that's the whole thing, right? You go do your research now. I mean, that
Mhm.
was the whole thing when Malcolm X came out. Like I was like, oh, okay, Spike Lee did Malcolm X. Let me go and see about Malcolm X now. Somebody does a documentary about somebody. Go learn about them. Don't just go off what the author says because they gonna write what they like
Mhm.
sometimes.
And now they all take artistic license.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. So.
some of them shouldn't, but yeah, they all take artistic license.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, what I was gonna say, I don't have any. I ain't got no hatred for sinners, and not a hating bone in
Nah,
my
not
body
at all. Not at
for
all.
that film. I'm not the one. So if you're looking for hateration or holleration, I'm not the one
And
to.
we always say we need to get people in there making movies that we want to see. Now we got it, and now we now that we got it, we don't like what we got. I just don't understand. I really don't understand.
Well, I
You
mean,
know?
it's true that Hollywood is a propaganda machine,
Yeah, it
and
is.
I'm out here. Listen, I'm out here in Los Angeles. Detroit had the automotive industry. Hollywood is an industry. USC, the University of Southern California, or as I like to call it, the university that ate South Central, is a direct feeding pipeline into Hollywood with their um, with their film school, with the faculty, with the networks that they are all plugged into. John Singleton came out of USC. Ryan Coogler came out of USC. Tim Story comes out of USC. Kenya, is that his name? Kenya Barris.
Yeah.
He didn't come out of USC, but his kids are at USC, and he was honored by USC for the work he has done in television. So there's definitely a pipeline to get you the connections you need, right? So it's most deaf in industry.
But that's just like politicians, right? It's like how far do you expect them to get once they're in the system? They're gonna get a certain amount. They're gonna get it a lot. Like you could go in there with mad intentions, like, okay, boom, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then once you get in there, you realize how limited you are. So then you finally see about, oh, well, let me get my own studio. Let me do this. But still, you still in this system. It seems like it's still gonna be limited no matter what you do, as long as you get it on a big screen and put it out there and distribute it in a major way.
We don't want folks seeing a film to learn history. Maybe folks missed the story that kids in school are not being made to read, but receiving summaries of text. They are dumbing us down further. I'm the first person to tell you, do not get your history from Hollywood. However, if we have filmmakers and creatives who are using that medium of film to do some work, not only should they be supported, let's use the films.
Yeah. What if you can't read?
And I agree, we shouldn't be dumbed down. I want to do a show on literacy at some point.
So, Caesar, what if you can't? What if you can't read?
Why can't you read, ear doctor?
I'm just saying, some people are.
It's 2026. Why can't you read?
Because some people might be illiterate. So
no. Why are you illiterate in 2026?
Shit happens.
Are people not being taught to read?
I get that, but I'm saying the purpose of media also and being able to watch film is for all. Yeah. Some people are not reading. Some people can't read. So why would you get rid of a form of media?
Oh no, we're not going to get rid of it. We're not going to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's why
I'm also saying that people need to be able to read because they need to be able to comprehend. They need to be able to understand. And that's just something that's basic. That's just basic. And our children aren't getting it haven't been getting it because in the public schools, because we got adults out here who can't freaking read. And that makes no sense.
I mean, it is what it is.
He said it is what it is.
It is what it is. Some people can't read.
Why is it?
We here in America, we're in an educational system where they push you through school to get you to work.
Well,
just they don't give a fuck about you reading and learning and comprehending. They don't give a fuck about you putting in labor.
Absolutely.
So
these are the questions that those of us who can read should be asking. And I'm looking for the activists that are working on that front.
So what else? We shouldn't have audiobooks neither. We just all got to read.
Nobody said that. Ain't nobody saying that, bro.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's like everybody's like read. Everybody's not going to read. So
everybody can read.
Exactly. So sometimes you're going to have to get history through other types of media. Point blank.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, absolutely. Most deaf. Oh man. All right. So look, I'm gonna go find something real quick, and why don't you hook us up with a mini?
Oh, I don't have all that today.
What you got? You got something? I see a turntable in front of you.
Yeah, but I ain't got my computer, my laptop. I just came on to help you out real quick. Listen.
How you helping me, ear doctor? How you helping me?
Well, I could leave.
No, don't leave.
I could, you're welcome. I tried to come on and pull your IG up, but all I'm getting is what I can and can't do. So I mean, we can make this.
Get the IG and you do what you do, but you can't do what you do without.
I didn't come to do that. I came to help you out and pull your IG up so you can get to your stories, but apparently that's not gonna happen. So, and I was telling you, we don't have to make this a 2-hour show since you by yourself. So it's up to you.
Okay. I was trying to get the people something on them. I'm trying to be consistent.
I know.
Something on a Monday.
That's why I didn't do Mondays, because I know the consistency ratio on this Mondays is it's not. It is not.
Okay, well, do you have any computer in front of you? No, I'm serious. Can you look up some stuff for me?
That's what I was trying to do.
Okay, so we got 15 minutes. So this is
Gotcha.
an abbreviated version of remix. We're not gonna be able to.
Okay, because I was saying I could pull up your Instagram if you got stories
No,
on there, and I could
Instagram,
pull
later
it.
on Instagram.
Okay,
But let's go over real quick. We got to at least mention it on the morning show.
gotcha.
These Antifa Prairie Land people,
Oh, damn.
who ANTIFA,
Thank you.
who have been, who were found
Spell that
guilty.
shit again.
ANTIFA.
Okay.
Prairie Land.
Prairie Land.
Oh, I know one. So we need to talk about that.
Okay, let me see.
Or at least give lip service to it.
Prairie Land, Oregon.
Yeah, where they were found guilty.
Okay, let's see if I could pull something up on that. It's not coming up. Roseland City, blah blah blah. Some buzz. Rose City, Antifa, Prairie Land. Not showing me nothing. Where's the news at? Oregon sues Trump administrations over plan to deploy troops. Nope. Blah blah. Left insists Antifa isn't real organization despite multiple violent public incidents. Made up? No, that's Fox News. Oh no. Not seeing much here.
You're not seeing where hold on. The other day where they got they were found guilty.
Found guilty in Antifa. Found guilty. Let me try that. All right, boom.
Yeah,
all right, boy. Big up to Erica. She had a spring break. So she wasn't able to do the run sheet.
Oh. Okay, and the other one is this school. The school for girls.
8 accused of Antifa ties convicted on terrorism charges of overshooting.
Okay, let's put that up real quick.
Okay, let's see if I can pull that up here. Bam. Get rid of that ad. Welcome out to the Remix Morning Show, y'all, where y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get today. Because listen, I ain't even supposed to be here right now, but I said, listen, I can't leave my girl out here by herself. All right, here we go. 8 accused of Antifa ties convicted on terrorism charges over shooting at Texas immigration facility. Charges followed by President Donald Trump ordered last fall to designate Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization. Okay. Officers with the Department of Homeland Security walked inside the Edison B. Mann U.S. courthouse.
Eldon B. Mahone.
What you want to take over during the trial for 9 people connected to a 2025 shooting outside an ICE detention facility in Fort Worth, Texas, Thursday, March 12th, 2026. All right, you want to take over here?
Sure. A federal jury on Friday convicted 8 people on terrorism charges over a shooting at a Texas immigration facility that federal prosecutors tied to Antifa, the decentralized far-left movement that has become a target of the Trump administration. One person found guilty of attempted murder after prosecutors say he opened fire last summer outside the Prairie Land Detention Center, Fort Worth, wounding a police officer. The Justice Department called the violence an attack plotted by Antifa operatives, but attorneys for the accused denied that characterization, saying there were no Antifa associations and that it was merely a demonstration with fireworks before gunshots broke out. Oh man,
wow.
Go down. Let's go down. So the problem with this, of course, I mean, they can say what they want, they can do what they want. We all know that they can manufacture evidence, but the reality is there is no organization known as Antifa. Antifa means anti-fascist. It is an ideology. It is a principle that people hold on to. They are against fascism. Now, there are individuals who are against fascism, but there is no organization known as, and these people are just these psychopaths and social.
Just making up shit.
Basically, they just making up shit. Damn.
We want me to take this down off the screen? We done with this.
Go make this shit. So the point being, is they're coming for activists who are in opposition to their entire program. They've been coming for us, but they're coming for us, and they are going to continue to come for us. They're going to continue to throw these labels out, and it's more than just a war of words. It is the power of the state that they are going to unleash upon people for their activism, for their stances against what this current administration is doing. And we know it's what administrations in general do, but under Trump, they have weaponized it, and they are going to come and lock people up. They just looking around, licking their chops to see what else they can do. So that was one story.
So it's an organization takedown they're trying to do right now, and label
ideological takedown, not organizational. For those who have beliefs and ideologies different. The other thing is that they will never say what Antifa means fully, because they will have to say they are going after the anti-fascists. Exactly. What's wrong with being against fascism, Trump? The other two more stories real quick. That school in Iran that was bombed, that they said Israel had done it, and Trump was like, no, that was Iran who did it. It looks like it was the United States that did it.
Okay, so I see one from South China Morning Post. Iran to turn bomb girl school into museum. Note, the Iran school bombing and the information war. Financial Times. So what are we looking from an economical view? Let me see. Iran school strike reacts to reports of U.S. bombing. Let's see what that's talking about. That's YouTube. So we got a little video right here.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and. But keep talking, please, or I'll pull it up.
The soccer team was bombed? Not surprised. Not surprised.
What's going on? Oh, you reading. All right. It's for all our people that's just listening.
I'm over here in the chat, you know.
I see. All right, here we go.
This thing, bro.
All right, here we go. Let's go with this right here, see what he's talking about.
What's Pete talking about?
Guidance. It's been 13 days in. Can you please provide some guidance, both of you, about the strike on the girls' school? There has been reporting that indicates that preliminary inquiry, even though it's ongoing, has determined that the airstrike was carried out by the United States. Given that there is another competing narrative that this was done intentionally, can you provide us with some guidance about whether this was the case? Secondly, we are also getting, we had heard yesterday from Energy Secretary Wright that said that the U.S. Navy would not be ready until the end of the month to provide escorts through the Strait of Hormuz. Is that an accurate assessment? And if so, can you tell us why? Thank you.
Well, with an issue on your first topic, an issue of such seriousness, we're not going to let reporting lead us or force our hand into indicating what happened in a particular situation, because the truth matters. So I can report that CENTCOM has designated an investigating officer to complete a command investigation. The command investigation will take as long as necessary to address all the matters surrounding this incident. And the investigating officer is from outside CENTCOM and is a general officer. But I will note to this group and to the world, there's only one entity in this conflict between us and Iran that never targets civilians. Literally never targets civilians. I look at the process that's used on dynamic strikes or on boat strikes and others. We have a very high fidelity process in that case. So we don't target, Iran does. We will investigate, and we'll get to the truth, and we'll share it when we have it. Absolutely. And what was the second
About the Strait of Hormuz, about the Navy. Secretary Wright.
It's a tactically complex environment. And before I think we want to take anything through there at scale, we want to make sure that we do the work pursuant to our current military objectives to do that safely and smartly. So we're continuing to develop.
And we do a lot of work.
Yeah.
And like I said, it is dynamic, but this is, I think, almost by 20% the largest day of strikes. And as I said, our intelligence just gets better and better. That feedback loop feeds itself. And as we refine those targets, it exponentially increases what we can hit and why, to include strategic things the world's talking about and looking at. And it's our job to have a plan for it which we do to address it and ensure that the president has options. We've done that from the beginning in this department. We have options on that topic.
They got a plan to take out schools.
Here, let me.
That's what they're saying.
Look, I couldn't listen to him anymore. Click on the link I sent you in the private chat.
That was
Please,
crazy.
let's put that up. I couldn't listen to him no more.
Yeah, that was wild. They got a plan to take out schools that got kids in it. I'm confused. So confused here. All right, so we got this right here. Let's get to it. Exclusive. We going to the video? You want to tell them what we about to watch?
This is from Al Jazeera. U.S. investigation points to likely U.S. responsibility in Iran's school strike. And that's updated March 10th, originally put out on March 5th.
All right, here we go. Where's the video?
School in Iran.
Since
an explosion, a blast at a girls' school in Iran, the U.S. military has been investigating what happened and whether the United States may have played a role. And what Reuters has learned from discussions with U.S. officials who spoke to us on condition of anonymity is that it looks increasingly likely, it looks probable, that the U.S. military was carrying out a strike on that location.
The strike was on the first day of the U.S.-Israeli operation targeting sites inside Iran. I think it's very striking because it was a girls' school, and by some estimates, including Iran's ambassador, about 150 girls may have been killed in the strike itself.
No final conclusion has been reached from the investigation. The U.S. military central command stressed that the investigation was still ongoing, and it said it would be inappropriate to comment on the investigation while it's in course. At the same time, out of the White House, we heard from the press secretary, Carolyn Leavitt, that the U.S. doesn't indiscriminately bomb anyone.
An incident like this would really be one of the worst ones of civilian casualties caused by the United States, if confirmed, in the Middle East.
If this is confirmed that the United States had a role in this strike, it could have major political repercussions for President Trump, especially as he's trying to gather support from allies for a war that Democrats are saying is a war of choice. Having U.S. support and international support behind the United States for this campaign is a big question going forward, and one that is politically fraught for Trump ahead of the midterm elections later this year.
Right.
The U.S. bombed that damn school. And like everybody else in this administration, Hegseth is up there lying. If his lips are moving in front of a microphone, he is lying. I don't know what he do when the microphone ain't around, but most of them. But right now we're talking about this administration. Anybody associated with this administration, if their lips are moving in front of a microphone, they are a liar. The U.S. bombed that damn school. And I saw another article that talked about it may have been based on old intelligence. Old intelligence? What? That this was a training camp for whomsoever, and they moved it in the middle of the night, and y'all didn't get the info and went and but come on, man, just stop. These people, they tell us any damn thing. They tell us any damn thing. Yeah. So I appreciate the fact that you said I only had to do 1 hour.
Yeah, no doubt.
Solo. But check this out. I want to at least maybe I need to share my screen.
Because I was
about
to roll out.
I'm gonna give you rest and let you rest real quick. I want to share the screen. Something I found out over the weekend. Okay, is that big enough?
On the screen, yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
on
look,
the screen.
I like drones because I have mobility issues, so the drone take me places I can't go. Mm-hmm. This is one of the accounts that I follow on YouTube. It's called Drone Pilot Institute. You know what I found out real quick?
What you found out?
So over the weekend or last week here in Cali, the FBI Cash Patel gang put it out that, we have credible evidence that Iran's going to attack California. They're going to attack the U.S. and they're going to attack California.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying too.
probably with a drone, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we find out then that
settings. So
hold
good
on,
stuff from Skybras.
Let me just hush and play this real quick.
Last up, kind of a weird story, but there's a $5,000 reward being offered for information leading to the arrest and the conviction of individuals who allegedly stole military drones from Fort Campbell in Kentucky. According to the U.S. Army, 4 Skydio X-10D drone systems were taken. Now, if you're not familiar, the X-10D is the defense and military variant from the X-10. Reportedly, between November 21st and November 24th of 2025, this happened late last year, unknown individuals unlawfully gained access to the building belonging to the 326th Division Engineering Battalion, and they took the equipment. The Army CID is actively investigating the incident, and they're asking anyone with credible information to submit an anonymous tip. This is one of those don't be that guy's segment, maybe, I guess. You can see the pictures, of course, of the individuals here. So if you have information, go make a good $5,000 if you know who it is. All right.
It just came out in the news when we're hearing about, they about to bomb California, that some drones were stolen from the Army. That's the first that I've heard about this. This man says this happened in November of last year. Did you hear about that last year?
No, I didn't hear about that at all last year.
I ain't heard about that last year. I would have heard about that.
Yeah.
Why are we just not hearing about drones stolen from the U.S. military?
That probably make them look bad. Like, how do you have a secure military spot and you got stuff getting stolen from it?
You know how it's an inside job.
Yeah, pretty much.
God, so. These people. You know what? I'm beginning to dislike Mondays too. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this, man.
Yo. Hey man, hopefully Amber will be back next week, and y'all could bring that life to Mondays that needs to be brought to the people.
I'm gonna let Amber take the weight next week. I'm worn out for the rest of the week, man.
Stop.
Thinking hard about these psychopaths and these sociopaths, yo.
Speaking of you and root work, what's coming next for you?
What's coming next is some canned shows.
Okay.
Some canned shows about data centers in Tennessee and Mamdani and his rental plans, rental housing. Did anything happen with Mamdani over the weekend? I think something happened. But anyway, it's a couple of canned shows from where I was guest hosting for David D on Hard Knock Radio. So just putting the information out there. It might be a little bit stale, but that'll be next week, not later on today.
Okay, when can we expect this?
Next Monday. Next Monday, 4:00 Pacific, 7:00 Eastern.
Pacific. Specific or Pacific?
This time it's Pacific. This time it's Pacific. Yeah.
All right. Well, we will be back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. for some more of the Remix Morning Crew.
With the real crew.
For the rest of the week. You here too. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to get in here.
We getting it. We getting it together. You know what I'm saying? One week by 1 week, and we're gonna make it happen. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in for another Remix Morning Show. Like I said, we'll be back in the morning. Make sure I hit that like button, subscribe, go to Patreon, become a member over there, get some footage that's rare, and donate. You can drop in and see $1 dropped in the chat room today. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I didn't see nothing. So please continue to help donate. This is how we're able to stay here for y'all and give y'all the news that you're not going to find anywhere else. That's that real All right. That said, we out of here. That is Seasway. This is the Ear Doctor. Peace out. Y'all have a great one. Black Liberation Media is a collective of Black and African organizers, journalists, academics, and media personalities serving Black and African masses seeking to further grow in their understanding of themselves, their histories, and the African world through entertainment and news. Please continue to like, subscribe, and donate to the channel so we can further serve you and liberate our people. You can also go to blkliberationmedia.org, get some merchandise, and also become a Patreon member and a member from the YouTube. Please do what you can, share, and show your love as we will show ours for you. Black Liberation Media.